This evening, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will respond to the motion of thanks, and his speech will come at a crucial context where one opposition after another made a range of allegations against the Modi government, and beginning from the allegation that Modi government has advocated, and not just advocated but perpetuated, an environment of fear, hate, and untruth in India, uh, beginning from its victimization of Indian minorities, farmers, and other marginalized groups. The second allegation that Modi government has faced over the last 2 years during this motion of thanks debate is that is the allegation that Modi government has more often than not taken steps to destroy and ruin the medium and small scale industries and instead empower big industrialist groups like Adani and Ambani, who are also considered Modi Prime Minister's friends. So in this context, the Prime Minister will have to address and respond to a lot of important questions. The number one, beginning with whether the Modi government, which has come with a reduced mandate this time, and is running a coalition government with the help of its secular allies, is willing to reform its orientation towards Indian Muslims, who have more often than not been at the receiving end of BJP's majoritarian Hindutva politics. Number two is whether the third term of Modi government will see uh, active steps by the center to contain problems like unemployment, growing inequality, and most importantly, price rise of essential commodities, which have actually broken the backs of common people of India, something which we saw being increasingly discussed during the election campaign for 2024 Lok Sabha elections. The third is is a question which many of us are looking forward to, whether Modi ji will discuss the Manipur conflict. The last two times he spoke in parliament, he either chose to ignore the Manipur conflict entirely or just devoted half a minute to the problem, claiming that the center has taken active steps to find a resolution in Manipur. But the fact is that Manipur is far from uh, a peaceful situation, a peaceful resolution. There's a status quo in which two communities are still looking at each other with uh, a lot of distrust, and are always and is sitting at a very volatile situation. What steps will the third term of Modi government is willing to take to find an amicable resolution in Manipur? We expect an answer from the Prime Minister today. And the fourth is, after a year-long protest by farmers, the Prime Minister had promised them to legalize a minimum support price law, and guarantee that they will not be devoid, or they will not be their power to sell their crop at a minimum support price will not be snatched away. But the fact is that ever since the farmers uh, have stopped agitating, the Modi government has not acted on its promise, and which has again, the whole farmers' sentiment, the resentment against Modi government has again started to kind of take a tangible shape from the developments that we know. And what are the steps that the Modi government is willing to take in the near future to alleviate, to kind of contain this brooding resentment among farmers, is something that we expect the Prime Minister to speak about in today's motion of thanks debate. So these are some of the crucial questions that we are thinking that Prime Minister will address. And these are not merely opposition's allegations, but are issues that are being constantly discussed among people of India. So we hope that as the Prime Minister is will be addressing um, the motion of thanks and will count his achievements over the last 10 years, we also expect him to kind of acknowledge some of his failures and address the concerns raised by the opposition over the over the last 2 days, especially when the leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi has in his yesterday's speech kind of kind of recollected all the failures of the government over the last 10 years, over the last decade, and has crucially alleged that the Modi government has deflected attention from these material issues, more pertinent economic issues of people, attention towards emotive issues of faith, of creating tensions between Hindus and Muslims, of creating tensions between the rich, between rich and medium, tensions amidst the business communities of India. And these are some of the questions which Modi government will have to answer, and we expect the Prime Minister to answer some of these issues, and whether or not the targeting of opposition leaders was fair or not, we'll expect a justification or a response from the Modi government too. Let's see how the Prime Minister uses this opportunity to address some of these questions which the opposition has been raising, and not just the opposition, but a large section of civil society has also been raising. थैंक यू।
द वायर के और वीडियोस देखने के लिए सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन पर क्लिक करें। स्वतंत्र पत्रकारिता की आर्थिक मदद करने के लिए डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिए गए लिंक पर जाएं और अपनी राशि चुनें।